So now it's time to look a little more closely at the curriculum we offer here at South Island for students in our years 10 and 11, the GCSE years. For students in years 10 and 11, we aim to offer a broad and balanced curriculum that builds on their previous studies and paves the way for them to make the choices they want in the senior school and beyond. It's important that our students are able to study subjects they enjoy and build on the skills and knowledge that they've already developed. Their subject choices also need to keep doors open and allow them to access whatever they may want to study later, even if their ideas about what they want to do change as time goes on. To start with some basics, students generally will follow 9 courses in years 10 and 11 and achieve somewhere between 7 and 12 qualifications, most but not all of which are GCSE or IGCSE qualifications. The curriculum is broad and balanced, but the choices available enable students to create a bias of their own making towards perhaps languages, or maybe expressive arts, creative arts type subjects, or perhaps towards humanities, what we call individuals and society subjects. So on the next slide, let's have a closer look at the subjects that students study. If you like to look on the left-hand side of the table, you'll see the course subjects which all the students study. And these include English language and literature, maths, all 3 sciences, practical PE, and a language. And that language might be French, Chinese, or Spanish. Or it might be 2 languages if the student is biased in that direction. However, we believe very strongly that our students are global citizens who need to understand the key issues in the world today. So another of our core subjects is global citizenship. All our students follow the IGCSE Global Citizenship course, which is in addition excellent preparation for the IB diploma pathway. In addition to the core subjects, our students take 1 or 2 expressive arts subjects from fine arts, drama, 3D design, textiles, food and nutrition, media, IGCSE PE, and music. So there's lots of choice for the expressive arts. And then finally, to achieve that breadth and balance, we also ask students to choose 1 or 2 subjects from the group we call individuals and societies. Here we offer subjects such as geography, history, psychology, business studies, and economics, along with computer science, IGCSE. So those are the subjects that our students study in years 10 and 11. And when you look at the table, the numbers you can see below the names of each of the subjects tells you the hours per week studied by students in that subject. And then the other piece of information, the last piece of information on that slide, are class sizes. Depending on the subject, we'll have somewhere between 10 and 26 students per class in these subjects at this level in the school. So what I'd like to do now is I'd like to invite our students to join me and tell us a little bit more about their experiences. Before I do that, though, I've got one more slide I'd like to share with you, and it's a slide I'm really quite proud of. And this is the slide which shows the GCSE results for our students from last year. You're probably all asking, how do our students do in their exams? There's all these subjects to study, but what qualifications do they walk away with? Now, I'll leave you to browse through the statistics here, but it's easy to see from this snapshot that the attainment of our students is really quite impressive. There's not only a strong overall pass rate, but if you have a look at the numbers in red, you'll see there are many, many top performances in so many subjects. So, as I said, that's a teacher's perspective. What do the students think about the way that we help them to achieve these outcomes? Let me invite Tony, Enoch, and Tristan to tell us a little bit about their experiences at South Island. All 3 have joined us in the last year or 2 from different schools around Hong Kong. So, Tony, Enoch, and Tristan, can you switch your cameras on and join us, please? Okay, thank you. Now, can I start with you, please, Enoch? I've been talking there about choices and subjects that students study at South Island School. And when you were choosing your subjects, what kind of support did we offer that helped you make good choices for your subjects at GCSE?
Teachers were really supportive and they made sure we chose the correct subjects. if we are unclear about something, teachers would always be open to questions, and they would always check in to make sure we are on track in terms of our learning.
Okay, that sounds fantastic. That's good to hear. That's very good to hear. And Tristan, if I can bring you in for a moment, you're thinking about learning generally. What do you think are the similarities and differences between your lessons at South Island and those at your previous school?
In terms of our lessons at South Island, there are a lot more interactions between students, and there are a lot of group activities that I think helps us learn better as we can interact with others, and we can each like sort of teach each other, and that helps us commit the things that we learn to our memory. um, the activities also help a lot, and it's a lot more interesting to be able to engage with the rest of the class in terms of learning, as well as the teachers being very supportive. And whenever we're not sure of something, we can just ask the teachers, and they're always happy to help us.
Mhm. That sounds fantastic. And Tony, can I bring you in quickly? We talked a lot about our students wanting to be independent learners. How do your teachers encourage you to be an independent learner?
So the teacher would set tasks on Google Classrooms and make us do the work, and then it's all about independent work. So the teacher trusts you to hand in the work, and well, sure, like, and they will also check the work you do.
And what about if you run into problems?
If you run into problems, the teachers are always there to help. So you can just send an email if you
Help you develop that might be helpful to you in the future?
Um, well, from the group projects that teachers set us with, I think it really allows us to demonstrate responsibility, management skills, and communication skills. As we have to have interactions with our group mates, we have to manage our time carefully to make sure we're doing the tasks accordingly.
That sounds fantastic. And Tristan, any particular skills that you felt you've developed since joining us at South Island?
Think I'd say it's mostly for group projects, it'll be teamwork, and for independent learning, it'll be note taking because teachers do take their time to tell you how to take notes and what you should do in order to get a good grade, and they do help a lot, in my opinion. As I and when I take those advice, it really helps me focus on my studies and helps me get a better grade.
That's fantastic. And Tony, just to finish with you, when you think about your skills, which skill are you proudest of developing since you've been to South Island?
For example, like most of the work we do, it's on computer. So our skills with technology are like improves massively. I think that's the most important thing.
Thank you very much. Now, before we just finish, students, thank you very much for that. I want to mention one more thing. We're talking there quite a lot about support and how we help students to become independent learners. One of the things you might have noticed on the table was that one of the courses that we do run helps to give students a breathing space. Not all our students want to take all these courses. And so what we offer is a course called Skills for Learning. And that's a course which is specially designed to help our students who need just a little bit of breathing space, just a little bit of organizational support so that they can achieve well in all their GCSE subjects. So we cater, I hope, for all our students at GCSE, helping them achieve their very, very best.